I did a video talking about leadership, wicked leadership, and this is why people up under that wicked leadership will never grow. And let me give you an example when it comes to community and business, right? Community and business. Let's take an example, right? Perfect example. You can't have a man with real skills and ambition that knows how to go out there and produce, uh, running a successful business under someone who can't produce. And the simple reason why is because of envy and jealousy. And a person that cannot produce anything uh, is not going to support a person that can produce something. You follow? I was in a situation where I could mentor someone or an individual that was a part of a group or a community, but the community head didn't want that to happen because uh, that means that he had no control. That means that he can't manipulate, control, or coerce. Now, mind you, he can't do it himself. He can't teach anybody that's under him. Uh, and there's several people out there like that. But they can't produce anything for their people. But they're not going to want anybody to learn from anybody else. Why? Because they can't control it. They can't manipulate it. And they don't want someone that's going to exceed them. And you can always spot these people because they're not doing anything. They can't produce anything. They can't lead anybody because they themselves are not leaders. This is why I say over and over again, you better watch the people that you put yourself under or that you allow to rule over you. Because if they're a loser, they're not going to allow you to go any farther than they are. Because what? It's stated over and over again. People are not going to outgrow or have the ability to exceed that of the leader, the quote unquote leader. This is why you see people that are stagnant because they have poor leadership. They don't have people, excuse me, they don't have people that are getting it done themselves. So therefore, they're not going to encourage anybody to get things done. And so this is what you have. You have people that can't lead and can't produce, and they're not going to encourage anybody to get out there and start a business and exceed at a business if they haven't done it themselves. If they got to work a Walmart job or they got to pluck chickens or work a service sector job or any one of these low slave wage retail jobs, convenience store jobs, you think they're going to want somebody that's underneath them to start a business or to do anything to exceed that? No, because it invalidates them as a leader. This is why they can't allow anybody to produce more than they can. Because what happens is, and it's a natural thing, a person that starts producing more looks at the leader and be like, this guy can't lead me because I'm producing more than him. And this is where the fear comes into place. This is where the oppression comes into place. Because again, they cannot produce anything. They can only take from others. This is why, and I'm going to do a video, this is why Rufus is so-called leader, so-called pastor of no congregation. It's a hollow title. This is why when Brother Vernon got on the video and was like, yeah, he didn't want to invest in a business, why would he want to? He's not the person that's getting out there at the forefront doing it. Why would he want to? He doesn't have any legitimate business or any legitimate skill set yourself. You see the problem? This is why you should look at this Rufus situation as a learning lesson. Because according to him, he hasn't fallen or he hasn't. This is what a reprobate mind. This is what a delusional mind is. Like Farrakhan said, you know what I'm saying? When you see a person fall, don't laugh, mourn, and this and the third. This dude don't think he's falling at all. He think he just as high as a kite. I digress. But this is why it's so important to see losers like this in positions of authority that can't produce nothing that will keep the people underneath him down because he doesn't have the ability to rise up and produce be an example to anybody. And unfortunately, we have an epidemic of people across the board that sound good but can't produce anything for the people. They can't lead by example. Failing businesses, um, it's sad. It's sad. If a man working a slave wage job, what makes you, and I say it with all due respect, but what the fuck you think he gonna teach you something better? What you think that piece of trash gonna teach you how to level up? You shouldn't even be in a leadership position. It disgusts me to see the level of pathetic people that think that they're leaders and they're not. Uh, the blind leading the blind.